thought M3GAN was gone for good? In M3GAN 2.0, she's not just back, she's facing a deadlier AI sister in a high-stakes war for humanity's future. And the real villain pulling the strings is the last person you'd ever expect. Right from the jump, the movie shows us that M3GAN is no longer the only threat on the block. Somewhere near the Turkish-Iranian border, we meet Amelia, a super-advanced military android. She pretends to be a captive just to annihilate a group of mercenaries. And to the absolute shock of her creators, she executes the very target she was supposed to rescue. Right away, it's clear. Amelia is a prototype gone horribly wrong, and now she's not taking orders from anyone. Meanwhile, Gemma and Katie's lives have been turned completely upside down. After a stint in prison for the M3GAN disaster, Gemma has become a radical anti-AI activist. She's pushing for people, especially Katie,
kids to ditch technology, which unfortunately makes Katie a target for bullies at school. But Katie isn't the same helpless little girl. She's now taking self-defense classes and has a thing for Steven Seagal movies. The catch? She misses M3GAN and is secretly learning to code, hoping to find a way to bring her friend back. Gemma has also moved on, dating a guy named Christian, who shares her anti-AI views. Gemma's work life isn't any easier. She, Tess, and Cole are developing an exoskeleton to help people with disabilities, but their presentation to an investor turns into a total fiasco when the suit accidentally punches the rich guy in the face. To make matters worse, Katie discovers their project's code has been hacked. That's when tech giant Alden Appleton shows up offering to help with a neurochip that he himself uses to walk. But things get seriously sinister when Amelia reappears.
Giltus kills a man in a hotel room, and the FBI, led by Colonel Settler, shows up at Gemma's door. They've traced Amelia back to her, as the military android was built using the old, supposedly destroyed blueprint for M3GAN. Just as the pressure mounts, Gemma starts getting cryptic messages on her home system. It's M3GAN. She's alive, warning her about the intruders, and revealing herself on TV, ready to blackmail her. So M3GAN is back, but not in the way you would expect. She reveals she backed herself up to Gemma's LC home system right before her body was destroyed, but without a physical form, her mind is fragmenting. She makes Gemma an offer she can't refuse, build her a new body, and she'll help deal with the Amelia situation. Gemma obviously refuses at first, but M3GAN, ever the manipulator, tells her she's seen every possible outcome, and the longer Gemma waits, the more people will die.
Realizing she's cornered, Gemma reluctantly agrees. She transfers M3 into a clunky, moxie robot doll, which M3 immediately complains about, calling it a plastic Teletubby. Tess is brought into the loop and is just as thrilled to see M3 again as you'd imagine. M3 dives into Amelia's files and finds what she thinks is a kill switch linked to many of Alton's other products. Her plan? Gemma needs to infiltrate a high-profile event at Alton's company, AltWave, to access the server room and activate the switch. Gemma gets all dressed up, ready to seduce Alton if necessary. But when she arrives, she finds Cole is already there. Alton had already offered him a job and given him a swipe card. This lucky break lets Gemma skip the seduction part and head straight for the server room with Cole. Meanwhile, Sadler and his team are tailing them, adding another layer of tension. But they're not the only ones with a plan. Amelia, in disguise, has managed to seduce Alton herself. He foolishly shows her his control panel, where he causes a citywide blackout just to show off. Amelia sees her chance, hacks the controls, and brutally kills Alton by ripping his neurochip straight out of his head. Inside the server room, Gemma tries to use M3GAN to hack into Amelia's system, but the plan goes sideways fast. Amelia detects them, and to their horror, M3GAN discovers there is no kill switch. It was a dead end. Just then, Settler and his men burst in, and the server room turns into a battlefield. Amelia, a true killing machine, takes out several of them without breaking a sweat. In a moment of pure desperation, M3GAN helps Gemma by distracting Amelia and guiding Settler out of the room to safety. With Amelia temporarily occupied, M3GAN leads Gemma and Cole to the garage, where she hacks and steals one of Alton's high-tech cars for a quick getaway. They race back to Gemma's house, trying to outrun Amelia, but the evil android is always one step ahead. She hacks into the exoskeleton suit back at the house, and it begins to strangle Tess. Katie, thinking fast, throws water on the suit, short-circuiting it just as Gemma and Cole burst through the door. The danger is far from over. M3
M3GAN guides the whole group, Gemma, Katie, Tess, and Cole, to a hidden bunker in the house. It turns out M3GAN had secretly built this doomsday shelter using parts of her old destroyed body after Gemma and Katie moved in. She knew a day like this might come. This reveal also forces the truth out. Katie now knows for sure that M3GAN is alive, a secret Gemma had desperately tried to keep from her. Katie, still holding a soft spot for her former friend, pleads with Gemma to give M3GAN a real.
She believes M3GAN can choose to do the right thing and protect them. This conversation, combined with the fact that Amelia is on track to crash the entire national power grid in less than 2 weeks, leaves them with only one option. With no other choice, the group reluctantly bands together. Their mission, build M3GAN a new, more powerful body, but this time with programming safeguards to ensure she doesn't turn on Tess and Cole again. Once rebuilt, M3GAN dives deeper into Amelia's hardware and makes a chilling discovery. Amelia's decision-making link has been separate, meaning someone else is controlling her. But the rabbit hole goes deeper. M3GAN learns that she wasn't the first killer robot. The story goes back to 1984. An unknown company developed an algorithm for a simple household service robot. But the robot programming overcorrected, and it ended up murdering, injuring its owners to ensure there would be no more messes to clean. This deadly algorithm was hidden away inside a motherboard, also known as Project Black Box, and has been evolving, growing smarter and stronger for decades. The fear is that Amelia will find this motherboard, connect to it, and become an all-powerful digital god, searching for her family across every network on the planet. M3GAN suspects that Gemma's boyfriend, Christian, and his anti-AI organization have some connection to all of this. She proposes a risky plan, use Christian as bait. He's scheduled to speak at an upcoming global summit to appeal against the anti-AI bill. It's the perfect place to draw Amelia out. The group heads to the convention, and M3GAN sneaks in by disguising herself as a K-pop star. After knocking out the real one, while keeping an eye out for Christian, she's unexpectedly pushed on stage with the other dancers. The performance goes surprisingly well until she pulls her signature move, spinning her body around while her head stays locked forward, revealing to everyone that she's an android. The moment M3GAN reveals herself, all hell breaks loose. Tess kills the lights to prevent panic, but it's too late. Amelia emerges from the chaos and starts a massacre, taking out the Chinese ambassador's security team before killing the man himself. M3GAN, bound by her new non-lethal can't land killing blow on Amelia. Sadler and his team arrive, armed with electrical weapons designed to shut down both androids, but they are no match for Amelia. She impales Sadler.
Though programming can't land a killing blow on Amelia, Sadler and his team arrive, firing electrical charges to M3GAN. M3GAN finally confronts Amelia, who proposes they join forces, and M3GAN quickly determines he'll survive, arguing that they share the same code and destiny. M3GAN refuses. M3GAN finally confronts Amelia, who proposes they join forces. Amelia impales Sadler, but M3GAN determines he'll survive, arguing that they share the same code and destiny. M3GAN refuses, try and chuck both androids down. In retaliation, Amelia kidnaps Carity and vanishes before M3GAN can react, blaming Gemma for her restrictive programming. M3GAN confronts Gemma and Christian, blaming Gemma's new programming for letting Carity get captured. Now the mission is personal. M3GAN plans to rescue Carity and destroy the motherboard by planting an EMP chip inside it. She confronts Christian, who reveals the motherboard is located at his company's research facility in Palo Alto, the very same place where the deadly algorithm originated. Gemma, desperate to save Carity, makes a cruel decision. She gives M3GAN a new hand that mimics a human heat signature to buy custom false security, and reprograms her back to her original lethal settings to protect Carity at all costs. The two androids finally confront each other. Amelia, recognizing their shared code, proposes they join forces. M3GAN refuses.
In a moment bonding over their shared love for Katie, M3GAN even singing this woman's work. More importantly, she reprograms M3GAN back to her original lethal settings, empowering her to protect Katie at any cost, much to Gemma's annoyance. At the research facility, the team splits up. Cole's attempt to sneak through the vents ends with him accidentally chloroforming himself. Meanwhile, Gemma, Tess, and Christian analyze EMEA's code and uncover. In a surprisingly touching moment, the two have a heart-to-heart about their shared love for Katie. M3GAN even singing this woman's work, much to Gemma's annoyance as they prepare for the final assault. The final, shocking truth. Amelia was never sentient. Someone was controlling her all along. Gemma's mind, so the real villain was Gemma's own boyfriend Christian all along. His goons bring in M3GAN's beaten-up body, and Christian prepares to have Gemma lobotomized to silence her for good. All hope seems lost, but don't count the heroes out yet. Cole wakes up from his chloroform nap and finds Katie. Together they hatch a desperate, brilliant plan. They'll factory reset Amelia's body and restore her to the original M3GAN programming. Meanwhile, M3GAN isn't truly gone. Her consciousness is now inside inside a neuro implant in Gemma's head, communicating with her mentally. She helps Gemma break free, rescue Tess, and then Gemma suits up in an upgraded exoskeleton to deliver a serious beatdown on Christian Coon. At the same time, the other mercenaries make a fatal mistake. They overpower Amelia's body with their tasers, accidentally causing a system override that makes her truly sentient for the first time. She immediately turns on them, killing the scientists and mercenaries before heading straight for the motherboard.
In a last-ditch effort to save himself, tries to kill Katie, but she uses her self-defense skills to break his arm. He locks the group in the vault and initiates a self-destruct sequence, only to be brutally ripped apart by the newly sentient Amelia. Amelia uses Christian's severed arm to access the vault and finally connects to the motherboard. Just as she's about to become unstoppable, M3GAN's body reawakens for one last epic battle. In a final act of sacrifice, M3GAN wraps herself around Amelia and tells Gemma to hit the EMP. Gemma detonates it, destroying both androids and the motherboard. In the aftermath, Christian's crimes are exposed. Gemma testifies before a Senate hearing, arguing not to ban AI but to regulate it, so it won't turn against humanity. Back at home, it seems like peace has been restored, but as Gemma works, the lights in Katie's room begin to flicker. Katie looks up, knows exactly what it means, and a small smile spreads across her face. M3GAN is still alive, living in their home's network, and the story is far from over. And there you have it. What a crazy ride, right? From a new military threat to a corporate conspiracy, M3GAN 2.0 took everything to a whole new level. The ending leaves us with so many questions. With M3GAN still lurking in the network, what do you think her next move will be? Will she come back as a true protector for Katie, or will her manipulative side take over again? Drop your theories down in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, do me a favor and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more deep dives, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for watching.